taking form. Print it loud, print it bold. Tacked on tales that never get old. Chaos brews, but it's sublime. Ghost busting echoes through time. It's Dave's dimension, where the lines collide. What's between blood? Take the ride, take the ride. It's Dave's dimension. Hold on.
Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for, well, another video, guys. This time around, we're not doing anything 3D printing, but it is a part of Dimension Builds. As you guys can see, I did luck out at Spirit Halloween. I did get my hands on the Deluxe Ghostbusters, the Spirit Halloween Ghostbusters Ghost Trap. Now, yes, I do have two in a box, and I'm really intrigued about this. I'm hoping that this will be a nice little project to maybe do some slight cosmetic mods, maybe more, to have something where I can wear this when I'm suited and booted as a Ghostbuster. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the two in a box. I love my PKE, but I also don't want to take the chance of them getting damaged, destroyed, lost. So I figured, hey, let's go ahead and unbox this. Now, if you guys have seen this online or in the stores, I mean, you've seen this before probably. We have our obligatory Plasma Series style wrapping on the box. Nice little marquee right here. Shows your ghost trap, shows your logo, all the good gravy. Now, if you guys notice, this comes with the pedal, separate wires, and also the trap. Now, I have not yet opened this up, not even after I got home. So we're going to open this up right now. So, actually, instead of making you guys sit here and watch, why don't we just cut straight to it? Here we go. Okay, guys, so there we go. We got everything unpackaged. Now, no, the batteries did not come with it. I ordered this separately. Very cool. They give us like a nice little colored insert. Shows you everything you get here, such as the gloves. They give you the Spirit Halloween gloves. I'm probably not going to use them because they're probably too small. Again, the belt, again, is going to be too small. I will gift them to someone else. We get our pedal, our hose. That bridges the connection between the two. You get gloves. Again, I'm going to pass those on to someone else. You also get a syringe. Now, what is the syringe for? Well, this actually is also a smoker. So we're going to pull this out, or should I say unscrew this. And you would fill this reservoir with water or possibly with a maybe a smoke-flavored vape solution, like marshmallow or something for Ghostbusters. Now, here's a few things I have concerns about. Now, this is our speaker grill right here. Now, normally, this is kind of where I would position a V-hook if I'm going to wear this on a belt. So that's some concerns here. Now, this is a plastic. This feels like it's plastic. This could be metal. This could be like a little cheap metal belt clip like you would get from Amazon. So as long as this is metal, then maybe I'll keep that there. We have to put our wheels on. We better have wheels here. Okay, so that will teach you a lesson. Okay, so we got our belt here, some fobs, no wheels. The wheels are missing. That's not a problem because, well, your boy can 3D print some wheels. Okay, unless now if they don't have them in here, so that's a little disappointing. No wheels. No wheels for the trap. That's a bit of a negative. Now, it's November, so obviously I can't take this back to Spirit Halloween. Maybe I will shoot them a message via email. I doubt that they're going to be able to furnish me with some wheels, but I can always do some aftermarket 3D prints. If not, if I can't find the files, then I will simply reach out to Etsy. I know there's plenty of people who've done the wheels. I can just use a rotary tool, grind these little plastic tabs right off, and drill them right in. I've done that on other spirit traps before, so not a problem. not the end of the road. Now we got a little faux piece right here. The trigger is right here, so we got that. We got a nice little toggle switch. If you've had a Spirit Trap before, you've seen the little caps, but this is already nice and red. There's plenty of weathering on this. Now, I love weathering, but this is kind of sloppy weathering, if you ask me. I do plan on redoing the labels, or redoing the doors with a label. I may actually take this apart and paint this all over. We got some faux caps. We got some faux cap heads right here. We got some faux screws. It's missing one right there. They didn't do that there. They only did one here and one here. I like this transistor that they gave us. And we get... See if you guys can hear that. We got some clicks. They're not functional. At least as far as I'm aware of. They're not functional. But we got some nice satisfying clicks. Now, just like two in a box, we have our hose connector. I'm definitely going to get a split loom to put around this. But here's our basic connectors. Very nice so far. We got a nice little plate here. Again, this, I don't know, it just, I love weathering. I just don't like the look of how it's just, you can tell that those are brushes. You know, here's the pedal. Now, unlike the Hasbro, you're not going to have the option to relocate this transistor onto the side here. That would be something cool because, I mean, we all already know that this is not functional. It'd be cool if there was a cap we can just pop off, plug that in right there, and put the cap right there. It's not bad. Not bad at all. We do have to put some batteries in here, and also... Right? Yeah. So we have a screw here and a screw here to get the batteries in. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, guys. So I just filled up the reservoir. So I have this little cup with water. Now, they give you this little syringe. You can... Now, if you lose this, which odds are you probably will. If you lose it, you can get something like this at your local... your local pharmacy, actually. They sell syringes like that for medicine, so. Just a simple liquid syringe you can get just about anywhere. Just set that off to the side. And the screwdriver I used was actually for my iFixit kit. No, this video is not sponsored by iFixit, but iFixit, if you want to, please do. No, I just love their tools. They're great for doing anything, whether you need to take apart electronics or even just disassembling things or reassembling things. I mean, it's just, they have different kinds of bits. They're great for computers. They're great for just about anything and everything. So, I put batteries in each of these. Let's go ahead and remove the twist ties. Now, I did put water in the reservoir, so we will see just how well this works. And I'm curious to see all the different aftermarket kits that people will be making to make this even better. I'm looking at you, Spongeface. Ghost Labs 42. I'm looking at you. Can't wait to see what you do. Or, hey, Frankengeek, if you're out there, would love to see what you have in mind for this. Now, aside from some of the obligatory heavy weathering on here, which I am going to completely redo myself. Now, on the plate, you do see off and on here. There we go. We're going to hit the pedal. And there you go. You guys can actually see the vapor coming right out. Nice green LEDs with a nice solid diffuser up here. I like the light pattern there. Now, it's too bad we don't have... I mean, we get this. We don't have any sound for that. It turns off momentarily. Does this do anything? I don't know. I think that's volume. Yeah. The side crank right here is going to be volume. You do get a series of different sounds, which is pretty cool. What I'm really excited is when I say electronics or upgrade kits, I'm sure there's going to be people who add more ghosts into it. Now, just like with most spirit traps, this is not removable. This right here. Now, if you don't want the red bars, what I would suggest is a bunch of painter's tape and then hitting this with silver or whatever color you want. That's something I've done on other traps before. Or, hell, I mean, you could technically break these off and you get some 3D printed ones and you mount them right on there. I mean, the files are out there. They're pretty simple, pretty easy. This is a big departure from the old school traps. Let me see if I can actually pull up one of my original ones. Now, this is basically a spirit trap, but this is the Imagine spirit, the Imagine Walmart trap back during COVID. Now, this is basically exactly what Spirit had, but heavily modified. I had a Ghost Lab sponge face kit, so I got the silver twist with the potentiometer on the inside, so you get that nice smooth adjusting. I put a real transistor on here. I put real cap head screws all over here. I painted my iron arms or iron bars to make them look silver. I put a real... I mean, he had a nice aluminum set. We have all the knobs here. They don't move. But of course, if you notice, just like on the traditional spirit traps, the doors are kind of recessed. They're not raised like they are in the movie. So that's a big difference. You can see this is a little cracked because it's been put through its paces. We got the original switch, which is just on and off. As you can see, the lights on this one. And what I did was I got rid of the cheapo little switch that they had. I bought this on Amazon. I hand painted this myself. Opens up. There you go. See, I liked something like this because this is a little bit more modernized. These are the decals that actually came with it. This was gray and kind of a yellow orange. You can kind of see it coming through. And what I did was I just disassembled this and painted this. I think it was some speaker wiring or something that I used on here to make this. I think this is about 10 or 11 feet long. It was practically great for COVID. We would throw candy in here so kids could trick or treat from a distance. Social distancing was a thing. And plus, what was great is at cons and other events, this is a safety pedal. So this is solid metal. This you're not going to destroy if you drop this. Okay? So I would let kids just smash the hell out of this with their feet. It's a nice, pretty cool idea. It's not screen accurate, but it was practical. These are MOBY sign decals on that trap. And pretty much all over the place on here. Replace all the labels with the MOBY sign, the decals. He makes some great great decals. And I'm probably going to order those for this as well. He does have them available for clean, matte, or is it clean, weathered, and heavily weathered. And you have matte and gloss options. You can go ahead and check them out on Etsy. I'm actually going to throw a link to his Etsy shop in the video description below, guys. But you don't need the pedal to trigger this. I'm going to pull this right off. Pedal is disconnected. There you go. This is pretty cool. I mean, you can just put regular water in here. It is going to run its cycle. You can't stop this. See? You have to wait for it to run its cycle and then it's going to close. Or if you accidentally trigger it, we'll wait for it to start. Okay, I can turn it off. Hit the switch back on. Doors close. We aborted it. That's your only option. So that's why I'm really excited to see what other mods can come out there. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the LEDs on here are pretty good. I like that. I just wish maybe we had some different patterns, or that after the trap closed, we had the basic, close sequence. It's kind of got the Knight Rider thing going on right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not bad. It's a little different, at least for my taste personally. Opinions will vary, and you can probably pop this off just like you would on any other ones, any other spirit traps. Doors open, we can probably, it's got some tension to it, but I definitely think I'm probably going to take my time, and what I'll probably do is I might experiment with a little bit nail polish remover, some light acetone to see if I can just rub away the weathering at first. I don't want to rub away the paint, just the weathering, to make this look nice and solid black at first, and do my own dry brushing to make it my own. I mean, the pedal isn't bad. I like the weathering on the pedal here. We got a little decal that looks like it's faded. It would almost be cool if it was glow in the dark. That'd be cool. Just like with this, I mean, take a look at this clear resistor cube here. It's great. And yes, you do get a light on here as well. There's a little bit of a delay if you guys haven't noticed, by the way. But I like this. I mean, by the way, I have not even filled the reservoir all the way up. Maybe about halfway. With just regular tap water. Just your regular H2O. Gatorade. No, just regular H2O. And that's all I did. Trigger again. And you see you get a nice good misting that comes out. It would be cool if we had a little option where it could still have the misting seeping out while the trap is closed. That would be something cool, like when the guys are first leaving the hotel and you can still see the smoke, the mist coming out of it. And if you notice, even if I hang it up like here, there's you can see a little bit of give right here. So it's not secure. Okay? I mean, they don't flap open all the way, but a little bit. I mean, that's not bad. It could be far worse. Now, I had got this was originally like 180 or so. I got 50% off, so I paid about 90 for it, which I don't think is bad considering what it is. And I'm planning to mod it anyways. New York State sales tax took it to 97, so county and state tax. I am a little disappointed because of the wheels, but I will take care of that. I will fix that myself. But all in all, it's a pretty good trap. A lot of possibilities, and like I said, I really can't wait to see what the community comes out with, because I know they're going to come out with something. There's always boards and kits, and you can see there's a lot more wires involved here than we normally see with the spirit traps. I've taken apart plenty of spirit traps. There's plenty that have not survived, and plenty that have. Turn my other trap off. There we go. So with the Imagine ones, you kind of have to move the old-fashioned black toggle switch switch into the middle so it wouldn't trigger anything, because you'd have it on demo mode or whatnot. With this, it's just on and off, on and off. So what I used to do with some of my spirit traps I would wear when I was suited up is I used to buy these, like I'd go to the dollar store, buy these dog leashes, cut them up, use some E6000 or some other adhesives, put some Velcro pieces on it, and I would take some old pins that our group would sell. I would actually cut the metal pins off, the metal points off, and I would actually just kind of like permanently glue them onto it to make kind of a makeshift strap that would wrap around the trap for multiple purposes. One, to keep the doors closed securely at all times, and two, nice little way to promote your group. So there's a couple ideas, but I don't think this is too bad. I mean, The switch, I mean, it's kind of it feels very stiff. It feels very stiff. I like how robust the HasLab, the 2-in-a-box HasLab trap pedal is. This seems like it's just a squidge smaller than that. But, I mean, a couple things on here. I mean, we get the weathering on here. You can see the clear kind of brush strokes meant to look like scraping. But here's the thing. We have a little bit of weathering on the labels. But I think we can do better. And I'm definitely going to be hitting up MOBY Signs on Etsy. And you can also follow him on Facebook as well. He makes some amazing decals. Whether you're into Ghostbusters, whether you're looking for pack labels, ghost trap labels, labels for your ectos, whatever you're looking for, he's definitely got you covered. He's got label upgrade kits for the HasLab, which I've used on my HasLab Afterlife pack, which is now a Frozen Empire pack. He's got just about anything and everything you're looking for, guys. So if you're a Ghostbuster, you're looking for some decals, I highly recommend MOBY Signs. No, this video is not sponsored by MOBY Signs. I just greatly appreciate the quality that he puts into his... Because, I mean, take a look at the weathering here. Now, take a look at this. That's some good natural looking weathering, okay? This, I like how this looks. This, not so much. This will give me more of a matte because here's the thing. We got the weathering here. Where's the weathering on the yellow here? On the Spirit Deluxe trap. It doesn't make sense that this is perfectly nice and solid and untouched when this is weathered. Okay? It's just those little things, but as, you know, everyone's going to have their own opinions, their own thoughts. That's just my takeaway from it, personally. That's my personal takeaway. But guys, if you like this content, let me know in the video. Let me know in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of what I'm going to be doing with this trap, let me know in the comment section below. But guys, as always, you guys know I'm Dave's Dimension, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme, and your channel for tech, talk, and builds. So guys, stay tuned for more Dimension builds. We got more 3D printing coming through the pipeline. In fact, the dimensional printer right now is actually printing a nice little project for one of my friends. I do want to print some pretty amazing things, which are Ghostbusters related. So please stay tuned for that. 3D printing is not something that is a members only club. Anybody and their grandmother can hop into the hobby. You can turn it into a business. You can turn it into a learning skill that could open up possibilities maybe for engineering or CAD. 3D printing is for everyone, guys. And I want to bring you guys on my journey along. I already have some 3D printing videos. Go ahead and check them out in the video description below. But guys, until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting. And you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.